Ito, pag-usapan natin ngayon, as of now, ilan na ang estimate? Ito, Philippine National Police ang nag-estimate. Ilang milyon na ang nandun sa Quirino Grandstand. And then, ano yung mga kalsada sa Metro Manila na apektado. And then, yung pahayag ni former Senator Laila de Lima na minaliit niya ang epekto ng INC rally doon sa impeachment ni BP Sara. Wala daw. Theatrics lang daw. Optics. And then, ano rin, yung another rally na ilulunsad ni grupo ni ex-Supreme Court Justice Antonio Carpio. Against naman sila tungkol sa budget for 2025. So, pakinggan natin itong balita ng ANC.
Over 1.5 million members of the Iglesia ni Cristo converging at the Quirino Grandstand in Manila, where the religious group will show their support for embattled Vice President Sara Duterte during their national rally for peace. Jesse Cruzat is there with an update. Jesse?
Hi, Camila. Thousands of Iglesia ni Cristo members from the National Capital Region and other parts of the country continue to flock to Quirino Grandstand to participate in the national rally for peace. Most of them brought placards calling for peace, unity, and progress for the country. Iglesia ni Cristo earlier reiterated its support for President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s stance against the impeachment of Vice President Sara Duterte, emphasizing their desire for national peace and welfare. The Philippine National Police has assured the public of its complete readiness to secure the event. General Marbil emphasized that the Philippine National Police, that the PNP has meticulous preparations, which include coordination with INC organizers, traffic and crowd control measures, and the deployment of police personnel in strategic areas. He cited the successful conduct of last week's translasyon as a testament of the PNP's capability to manage large-scale gatherings like this. Carmina, as of this moment, heavy traffic can already be observed in several main thoroughfares adjacent to Quirino and Luneta. Several streets in Manila were closed starting at 4 a.m. this Monday, including Katikbak Drive, South Drive, and sections of Rojas Boulevard, among others. Motorists are advised to take alternative routes, such as in Suan Avenue for those traveling southbound on Rojas Boulevard, or President Quirino Avenue for trucks and trailers heading to Mel Lopez Boulevard. In light of the event, government offices and schools in Manila, Pasay City, and Quezon City have suspended their operations. In addition to the Manila gatherings, 13 other locations across the country will also host similar events. And now, Carmina, as of 12 noon today, the Philippine National Police had recorded a crowd estimate of 1.5 million participants and increasing. 5,500 personnel were also deployed to secure the safety and security in the area. And the program will begin at 4 p.m. and expected to end by 6 p.m. today. Camina?
Thanks a lot, Jesse Cruz up there joining us on the line. Former Senator Laila de Lima doubtful.
So yan ha, 1.5 million estimate yan and increasing. So hanggang yung alas 4, yun na yung climax of the program hanggang alas 6. So pinakamababa 2.5 million ang up to 3 million. Kayang-kayang abutin yan. Kasi hindi lang iglesia ang nag-attend, open for everybody. Marami mga Pilipino gusto ng kapayapaan, gusto ng pagkakaisa. Ang ganda yung panawagan eh. Although, maraming nagsasabi na ano daw ito, rally daw ito in support kay BP Sara. So, ang isa dyan na ganyan ang pananaw is ito si ex-Senator Laila de Lima. So, pakinggan natin ang pahayag ng dating senadora.
The INC Peace Rally is free from political influence. De Lima says it is a clear move to defend Vice President Sara Duterte against attempts to remove her from office. But the former senator believes the rally will have little effect on the impeachment bids against the Vice President.
no matter how massive or big in numbers that rally would turn out to be, it's still reflective of the minority position for the rest of the Filipinos. So I don't think it would have much impact. Perhaps in terms of optics, perhaps in terms of initial political play or political impact, it would have a certain degree of influence, but not the whole thing. The reality is, as the surveys say, many or most Filipinos prefer impeachment. That is the majority position. That is the pulse of the nation.
Sandali. Yung SWS survey, 41% kung granting na na patas, walang kalukuhan yung SWS survey, 41% ang pumapabor. Yung 59, although undecided yung iba, I think 30 plus ang hindi pabor, yung iba undecided, may bilang na rin yun. So, kakaunti ang pumapabor sa impeachment, 41% lang. 59%, tingnan natin. Itong ng galaw na ito ng iglesia, mayroon patingang katolikong pare. Mayroon nang nagsalita na sinusuportahan nila ang rallying ito ng iglesia. Kaya hindi lang iglesia rally ito. Multisectoral rally ito, pati KOJC, pati mga evangelicals sa Mindanao. Alam ko, mag-a-attend sila sa rally na ito.
De Lima also criticized delays in the impeachment process. There are 3 pending impeachment complaints against Duterte, with another one expected to be filed this week.
Even if the whole proceedings would not be completed within this 19th Congress, it can still be continued in the next Congress, the 20th Congress, without starting from the first step, which is the filing of the complaint itself. The issues surrounding VP Sara are still quite hot and alive at this point. We have the momentum that's backed up by the survey results. So why waste it by further delaying it, and then we don't know anymore what would happen after the election in May.
Meanwhile, civil society groups set to hold their own prayer rally later this month. Retired Supreme Court Associate Justice Antonio Carpio says the demonstration at the EDSA Shrine on January 31st is to voice opposition of the supposed irregularities in the 2025 national budget. Specifically, they were against the alleged existence of pork barrel in this year's spending bill, as well as a lack of subsidy for PhilHealth and funds for the Education Department's computerization program. Carpio insists it's not too late for policymakers to remedy the budget.
Dapat yung mali, ituwid natin. Mali yung budget Walang binigay sa PhilHealth. Walang binigay sa computer education. Dapat ituwid yan. Correct yung mistake. Hindi pwede na list na lang, kakalimutan na ba natin yan? Hindi naman pwede yan. May panahon pa They can always pass a supplemental budget.
Philippine authorities announced a sweeping reinvestigation of the mishandling of a massive Shabu bust in 2020.
Okay, so sana makinig ang pamahalaan doon sa panawagan, yung January 31 rally against na naman sa national budget na zero ang PhilHealth. Ang dami ng problema ng ating bansa ngayon. Bakit tayo nagkaganito? Yung political capital ng Uniteam nung nanalo sila, nasayang lang. I never imagined na magkakawatak-watak yung Uniteam. Ang tingin ko nung una, buong-buo na yung samahan Kaya lang, wala, nabudol. The only reason is dahil sa may mambubudol at may mga nabudol, at isa na ako sa nabudol. So, sayang. So, let's wait and see anong mangyari sa impeachment na ito. Sana, hindi na aakyat sa Senado para mag-move on na tayo. Kagaya ng panawagan ng Pangulo na wag nang ituloy yan dahil hindi nakakatulong ni isa mang pamilyang Pilipino.